Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome to my gardening live stream, plant live stream. I'm here in the garden again, in the beautiful green place here. And yeah, we will have another nice live stream today. I had to laugh because I'm wearing shorts because I ran out of shorts, and the only ones that I still had are pretty, like, you know, these 80s shorts like they wore in the, like, Burt Reynolds and Tom Selleck, you know, those kinds of shorts. Yeah, and it's also cold, so it's completely ill-fitting. I should not have worn these today, but I didn't have anything else. Hey, good morning, Per. Great to see you. Hope everything's okay. Good morning. Yeah, I've just talked about the shorts. I'm wearing the shorts, the really shorts, you know, like the 80s shorts. I ran out of everything else. I need to do a machine, like a wash a machine clothes today. So yeah, great to be back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We have a lot of stuff that I want to do. Yeah. I have a few of these shorts. Today you can't wear them anymore. Like in the 90s, that kind of stuff was completely normal to wear. But today, if you look at it, it's outrageous. So maybe in the next couple of weeks, I will try to find some of the crazy ones that I have, just for the fun of it, you know. But yeah, yesterday I ordered pots. I finally ordered new pots for the repotting. So yeah, I just wanted to say that we are getting over 20 new pots for the next couple of weeks where we can repot. And yeah, then I will try to, maybe in the future, then I will try to buy more when we have used up the ones that I bought now. And I also bought new coconut fiber. So we are getting new coconut fiber for repotting. These two here, these are the last two. And yeah, then we used up a huge box of coconut fiber within short time. It goes really fast. Yeah, and I want to soak that later, and maybe a little bit of repotting. Hey, good morning. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just talking about how I'm wearing completely inappropriate shorts for the cold weather that we have today. Like, it's super cold, and I only had the short ones. So yeah, I'm trying to keep that out of the window, out of the view. I also washed the chili. Let me show you the chili. So here's a little bowl, and I washed them so I can taste them today. These are the ones from the live stream. This is a cultivar called Cactusjerk Picante, and I want to try it. So this one's not spicy at all. Tastes a little bit like paprika, but in small. This the plant. And I have this one here. Also very similar. I want to try that one too. It's really, oh. This one's spicy. This one's really spicy. Okay. I thought it was the same, but it was a different one. Hey, welcome to the live stream. I've just tried different chilies. I need to drink. We have grown these in our live stream. Let me show you. Let me show you. These are the chilies that we have grown. And yeah, so far, the ones that I tried were very mild. Didn't taste spicy at all, but now this was different. This one was apparently a different one. Oh, this is really bad. I think it was this one here. I'm not sure. This one has the label Cactusjerk Picante. And The other one, I believe too. Let's see where the other one is from. Oh, my mouse is not feeling normal. It's like my tongue is having like cramps and stuff, you know. Where is it? I had one somewhere here. Oh yeah, behind there. This the one. This the one. You see, tomato. Oh yeah, of course. Oh no, it was the other one. Yeah. Here's a label on the other side. It's allegedly the same cultivar, and I don't believe it, because this was totally different. This was totally different than the other that I tried earlier. The other one tasted like paprika. This one really tastes like a chili. Yeah, this is the plan. Really nice. I'm just thankful that I didn't have to try the Carolina Reaper yet. I want to fertilize them later. Check them out. They need fertilizer, so I brought a little bit of fertilizer that we can later give this one with the water sprayer. Also want to report these seedlings here from a misplant cross with Betsy Boop, I think. Betsy Boop Telegonus hybrid. Really beautiful, beautiful kind of hybrid. Unique, looking a little bit like Brevis spinolosus. And that shows you that Brevis spinolosus is also a Telegonus hybrid. Because if you look at this kind of body that you get from these hybrids, it's the same kind of body consistently, looking with these stump spines from the Echinopsis. Yeah, I can barely talk. My tongue is numb. I'm glad that I only bit a little. So yeah, and these are the Carolina Reaper, and so far they are not ripe, and I'm thankful for that. I'm not sure how I will do it with those. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, let me show you the plant from yesterday here. This one was yesterday. Brought it out after the time-lapse video. Want to post the time-lapse video sometime soon. I'm sure it looks amazing. Like, I've looked over it, just making sure everything's on there. But we will see how it works. You know, sometimes you have a video that just works and a different one doesn't. So we will see how it is. Like these big plants, when I'm doing time lapse with them, I have to film them from the distance because the flower is so big. Such a long flower is kind of hard to kind of show like everything that's happening at once. So yeah, we will see. So that's the plan. I have a bunch of seeds that we can later put into bags. These I have dried. This is the kind of stuff that we recently cleaned on the live stream, and I just wanted to show them to you. We have to scrape them off the kitchen paper here. I'm drying them on kitchen paper, and most of the other stuff is sticking to the paper. So when we're scraping them off, we can easily get rid of everything that's in there that shouldn't be in there. Yeah, so, and this was Schaffery yellow. We will bag these today. These are the Telegonoides seeds. Ulf Meerbold. And I have one here where I'm not sure, where I forgot what it is. We have to look into that. Maybe do a little investigation. Cactus investigation. Yeah, okay. So thank you guys for being here. I'm still trying to get back the feeling in my mouth, so I might need a minute or two. This was really, I didn't expect it, you know. They looked the same to me, but that one thing down there looked a little longish. I'm not sure why, but maybe they lose a little bit of the spiciness later on, because those were already a little bit later. Yeah, I'm really worried about the Carolina Reapers. I have read how bad they are supposed to be, and I will definitely, when I'm trying them, I will just touch the chili with the tongue a little bit, just to try the taste. And if that already feels bad, then I might not continue. We will see, you know. Okay, yeah, I want to report today. I have a bunch of really good plans, and when we report them, it will be awesome. They will appreciate it. I have this box here that where we will put a coconut brick in. And yeah, again, I'm today the only shorts that I had are the short ones. So please excuse if my sporty shorts come in the picture. I'm trying to leave it out of the view. I don't want to walk around in front of the camera if I can avoid it. So I will get a brick, coconut brick, and then we're filling that thing up here. Emptying it out to make sure nothing is in there. No little insects. Okay. I really like the chili, growing chili and all. If they just weren't so spicy. So, okay, this is going to give us 650 gram of medium. Just gotta add water. Why is this falling down? Okay. So. Oh yeah, of course I turned off the water. So while we're at it, I have this dehydrated plant that I found on the stairs. These are physalis, I believe. So really gotta get going to keep these alive. They don't look so good. I already saw that yesterday and wanted to water them and forgot it again. I have a short time memory of a squirrel. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Great to see you. Hope everything's okay. I'm just filling the bucket with water to get a little coconut medium here for reporting. We will be reporting more today. And I try not to walk in front of the camera with my ultra short shorts that I'm wearing. So I try to stay out of it. Oh. So, let me see. I brought a few pots. I will get those too. Where did I put them? Where are they? I remember that I put them. Oh, over there. Let's go there. Here. This is also the fertilizer, by the way. So yeah, this will give me a little bit more space for the seedlings. I found this one. I'm not sure what we will do with it. It's a wider pot. Wider pots, I don't like them so much, to be honest, because they waste time. They kind of force the rootstock to grow wide, And it's not really something that I see as a good trade because it makes it harder to control the plant a little bit. You always have to keep them in these wider pots, and they have to become increasingly wide, you know? Or you have to remove a large part of the roots when you're repotting. But yeah, I found it in the cellar and we will use it. So yeah, then this here, this is the fertilizer that we will use later. Fertilizing for one, this one here. This one definitely needs it, but there are also others that that just need to be fertilized on a regular basis. Okay, so I will try to get a little medium here, a little coconut fiber, and find something that we can repot. I definitely want to repot these. So these here, I think I'm staying behind the camera. I want to cut them out of the pot, probably, because they are coming out at the bottom. So let me get the water. Of course it's tangled again. Of course, what else? So I'm watering the medium to keep the dust away. Everything I do should work without dust. I don't like dust. The minerals that we're working with, some of them are slightly radioactive, or they might have a structure that makes them act like asbestos when you breathe it in. So avoiding dust is always a good thing. I'm looking for the tree cut. Oh, they're over there. I found it. I found it. So let's cut them out. But this is only this only pumice, the way it looks like. Very mineral medium and not bad. This is a decent medium, you know. Just need to be every one of them needs to have its own pot. So yeah, we will take these apart, all four of them, and then I will give the bigger ones one of the bigger pots that I have on the side there, and the smaller ones will get one of these maybe. All coconut fiber. So let's see. Four seedlings. Yeah. Now when I'm watering the medium here, a large part of the medium hasn't even been getting water yet because it's so fast draining water, pushing away that you have to water them a few times. Okay. But this is a cool body. I like this kind of a hybrid. I really like this. Yeah, and we are putting it in coconut now. Trying to get rid of the grass here. There's a lot of grass that's also growing in here. Maybe we can get rid of it. Okay. So I will turn the camera around. I try not to be too visible too much. If you see something like that coming in the picture, then it was an accident. So, okay, coconut fiber again. Once again, not the perfect amount of water. Should have had a little bit less or a little bit more coconut, depending on how you approach it. Yeah. So I want to give you a first kind of review of the medium that we used last year. Last year I potted a lot of plants in this blackish kind of soil, also sown out into it, and it was great. The plants that were in that soil look amazing. I lost one or two that were in the medium, so we will have to look into maybe some plants can't take that medium because it's too organic for them. But yeah, the last year's medium was very good, and it will be interesting to see if the coconut fiber can get to a similar success rate, you know? Okay, so this was the first one. Let me see, is this the label? Betsy crossed with Betty Boom. Hybrid cross by Misplant. And yeah, they look, in regards to the body, they look really interesting. I really like that. Good kind of hybrid, check it out. So now I can show it a little bit closer. The plant's a little roughed up, but in a good medium, this will look great. So we are giving these their own pot, and the other ones go into smaller pots. I don't want to go too much, too big, too fast. Want to give them a little bit time. I want to see how the medium works in winter. Yeah, okay. So later today I need to do bookkeeping again, and I hate it. So, okay. We also have to write labels, and later today I will try to find a good label manufacturer on the internet, and I'm really trying to find something good this time. The labels that I had last time, absolute trash. Once again, I need something that you can easily write on, and yeah, thank you. I'm sure they will love it. We just have to make sure that they're not getting nutrient deficiencies in this kind of a medium. It's basically an empty medium that you need to fill. You know, it's like a canvas, and you can achieve great results with it, in my opinion. But you have to really do something. You can't really forget to fertilize them. Yeah, it happens. It happened to me 3 times by now. Every time a separate type of label, but all the same kind of something like a coating that keeps the writing away, where you can't write on it. Absolutely insane to sell something like that for labels for plants, you know. So yeah, this one will get in this one. Let me see if I can maybe scoop it out like this. Oh yeah, this is good. This how the food in the future looks like. They're giving you just one sludge like this, and it will have all the nutrients that you need. So, okay. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say congratulations to Spain for winning the World Cup. I after England kind of got third, I thought that Spain would win. Yeah, and they deserved it. They deserved it. They had like the game that they played was super clean. Barely any like I've barely seen Argentina. So yeah, congratulations to Spain. So yeah, then we can give these a new chance. I'm sure they will look amazing. This is the kind of stuff that I want to report in the future, like on all the time. The interesting hybrids, the hybrids with Telegonus, Deserticola, stuff that other breeders don't do. You know, we need to do something else here. Got to be a little bit more original. You know. So okay. I'm very happy that I reported them. So let me see. I will try to find a few more to report. I still have a bunch of pots. I just constantly have to be careful that I'm not losing the shorts. And I don't dare to walk in front of the camera too often because the shorts are too short. Okay, here. Let's do these. I want to take these out because the one on the right is an Echinoceros hybrid, and I want to put that one into a mineral soil. But yeah, the others will go in coconut. So let me see. Yeah, completely empty soil. This is just sand. I thought so. So I will try to get a little water into these, and then we're taking them apart. So later today I need to wash a machine with the shorts. But also these 80s shorts, they're like today you can't wear these anymore. In the past people wore them without laughing, you know, like they wore them completely serious. At the time in the 90s and the 2000s, I liked those crazy clothes from back then, you know. Today everything's too safe, everything's too boring. I like the colors in the 90s. So yeah, we will get rid of the medium here. Want to wash out the sand because this is really just sand. From time to time, I am rooting in sand, in sandstone sand here that we have locally with loam and all that stuff. It's a good soil to root, but it's a bad soil to grow plants in. So yeah, these need to come into a different medium. Okay, I will put them in here. This is one piece, by the way. They belong together. But check out the monstrous growth here. Really nice one. This is the kind of stuff where it's really fun repotting. I'm happy that I can finally give these guys new shoes and all, put them in new pots, give them a new great era. So I will try to get them in center a little bit. Just wanted to already fill it up so I can adjust the height where I want them. there were 3 labels in the pot and not one was about this plant. Totally nuts. Okay, yeah, so this goes into coconut. I need to get out the glove to pull up my pants. The shorts keeps falling down. This was a bad decision to wear these today. I should have involved more critical thinking before I did that. Or do you think we should try to plant the echinocereus in coconut fiber too? I'm not sure if they like that medium. We could try. So here's the one. And I'm sure now that this thing is out of this old soil, this will look great. This will develop perfectly. Just maybe we might have to mix in some pumice if this is not going well in the coconut fiber. Gotta wait and see how they develop in the coconut fiber. I'm sure it will be okay. Oh, there's a little spider on it. Check this out. Daddy long leg spider, come go away, okay? They're already, the spiders already want to move on them. Like when they are in nature, they're usually full of them. But this guy wouldn't even wait until I was done here. Yes, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a hybrid. It's some sort of a hybrid. I really like it. Has a yellow flower. And I had it in a pot with different types of cacti, and that's bad because they both needed different kind of a different place, you know, different environment. So it was a bad idea to have them in one pot. So okay, I will bring a few more for repotting. I have a few more that I wanna give new shoes, so to speak. So I have these here that I wanna get out. We should graft on some of them, and we will sort out in maybe next year at the latest. We will sort out 2/3 of them, but I want to keep them until we see if they maybe start mutating a little bit. These are, what are they? South Australian short spine hybrids. I love those. That's why we're repotting them. My pant is falling down again. I hate it. So, okay, let's see. Want to water them a little bit here? Split them in half. Give them 1 pot each. Also need to write a label here. I need to get labels today because I can't really write on these labels. I've tried it in the last live streams and it's not working. I might get me like a text marker to write in the next days instead. I always used to write with a pencil because pencil is the safest in regards to just having it washed off again. If it's a good pencil, it should stay on. Yeah, but the text marker dissolves sometimes from fertilizer, pesticides, all that stuff, you know. So yeah. Another one. I like the coconut fiber. Such a simple thing, such a simple medium. Hey mate, not having thank you very much for the kind words. I greatly appreciate it. Not having any discussion about, ingestion and that kind of stuff. This is purely growing, and also YouTube probably wouldn't like that. But thank you very much for the kind words. These are great. I love them. In my opinion, the flower is a little better than tersheki flowers, and yeah, will be nice to see how they will open up, how they will eventually flower. Compared to tersheki, I think the Validus hybrids have the nicer flower. So yeah, trying to bring more of them into the collection. I've grown a few hybrids from Australian hybrids, from Cactus, and they turned out amazingly. Like every cross that I did with them has a unique body, So yeah, it will be nice to see how they will develop. And this one here, let me see. Scopulicola with Scopulicola, and they look pretty unique too. I've already seen hybrids of that like between these two, and very often what you get is a very sick plant, very sick Scopulicola like shape, but with the spines of the short spine. Really cool. Yeah, and later eventually we might have to sort some of them out. Maybe next year. We would see what we do with them. We could also graft on them, like in regards to the body. If we do not know what to do with the plants, we will graft on them. So, okay, next one. I wanted to show you these. A classic case of not enough space in the pot, skin problems and that kind of thing. Wanted to see if I can find a label, but there isn't one. I think we will put them into coconut fiber. Just giving them a little bit more space now. I'm sure they look like once they are repotted and get a new soil, get new fertilizer and all that, skin problems often disappear. In my personal experience, like skin problems can be a sign for pests or just nutrient problems, like when they are running out of space in the pot. That's why I usually try to repot the small ones before the big ones. Like if I have to decide if I want to repot the big or the small ones, then I'd rather repot the small ones because they don't forgive so easily. You can lose them so fast with every like little stuff like skin, They eventually become so scarred that you can't really, that they're not making it. So yeah, let's put them in this medium here. The yellow one probably will not make it. I will include it knowingly that it might not make it. Sometimes they pull around when you correct the medium. Like in this case, we are going from a fast draining medium to a more water retaining medium, and that could already heal the yellowing, the stress. Will give them more time to take in the nutrients, So let me see. Need to pull up the pants again. Yeah, I've seen the comment that it filtered out. Yeah, it probably thought you were talking about my buttocks or something like that. But yeah, some of those would be amazing. Like the Scopulicola short spine hybrids, they get really wide. I like that about them. So yeah, let's put these into this pot here. Is there a label? No. Sometimes I find the label when I'm taking them apart, but in this case not. Okay, next one. This should definitely go into a separate pot. Check it out. Interesting body. I like that. Very unique body. I want to give this one its separate pots with coconut fiber. So a little bit water. I should not have worn the pants today. Check out how full this thing is with roots. And now when I'm taking it apart, we will probably find that a lot of the roots are from the weeds that were in the pot before. Let's see. Yeah, not so big now. Clean it a little bit more. Giving it a new chance at life. So I can't lean forward because my pants would fall down. I'm washing a machine clothes today. It's over. I can't have it like this. I should have just washed the machine yesterday. So yeah, but this is going to be nice. I like the plant here. Let me see, is this a label? Oh yeah, nice. This is a hybrid between gill and banana. I like that. This is kind of nice. We will let that one get big. I really want to see the flower here. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff that will be awesome to use in crosses later on, you know? I think they are from Cactus. Gill banana. I'm not sure if maybe these were picked up by a different breeder, like by an outside breeder. But I really like the body. This is going to be amazing. Okay, so next one. I gotta pull the pants up again. Give me a second. Okay. So then I have these that I wanted to water. Wanted to see what's going on in this pot. I think it's two different types of seedlings. So we will see. Yeah, two different types. None have labels, which is beautiful. I love it. I love when my stuff's unlabeled. Oh, I hate it. Yeah. We will grow them out. They also look like they could be short spine hybrids. They have a very similar appearance. But we will see. They will come in a big pot, a little bit bigger. Scooping the coconut fiber into the bucket, into the pot. So, and these here, they will go in a separate pot. Different one for those. Also getting rid of the oxalis, because it's such a nightmare fuel when it's really growing. If you can remove it, that's great, because it will almost certainly come back if you don't get rid of it. Good. So. Okay. Yeah, this looks promising. I like it. Stump spines, lot of ribs, 8 ribs. That's pretty interesting. And we got at that small size. I like that kind of stuff. Okay. So I will get a few more, and then we fertilize. Okay. We will repot a few more, and then I have the fertilizer beside me, and we will go through the collection. I've seen these here, and they look so dehydrated that I wanted to do these right away. I want to water them. Then I will put them in a bigger pot with coconut fiber instead of the medium that they have now. Let's see what's on the label here. It's a hybrid by myself from 2021. That's all I can tell you right now. Yeah, good reason to give them a bigger pot, right? One pot of sludge, please. So now I'm opening them up below that the roots are a little bit loosened. Pulling them away a little bit, just to give them space in the pot. Pushing them in the medium now. Make sure that they actually have contact with the medium. This one here comes out a little bit. Okay, a little bit more. Good. So they will go full sun now. I want them outside so it rains on them. They're so dehydrated. Once they will get a little water, they will look completely different. Okay, I would say we're fertilizing. Okay, so I will get rid of the gloves here. Everything's dirty and muddy. Okay, I will put the fertilizer attachment on the water hose. Check it out. This is the one, Parkside. Yeah, we will use that to fertilize now. It's not an ad. They haven't paid for anything. We're just using that stuff because you got to use something. Okay. Using the lowest setting that I can use. I think it's this. So I will get the camera. But let me get rid of this here first. Okay. All right, let's do this. For one, I want to fertilize this one here. See the color? Color is not normal. Shouldn't look like this. So giving it a little bit of fertilizer will hopefully change that again. Yeah, now we're fertilizing, I think, in the greenhouse. Oh, come on. Trying to reach the pots would be great. Just a little bit here. And again, everything that is in coconut fiber should get fertilizer, because that is basically an empty medium. We have to put everything that they will get, we have to put in. So here, this is the basil. This is the beans. Check out the beans. Beans are flowering. Hey TJ, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Fertilizing a little bit here. Repotting, fertilizing. I ordered the pots and I ordered new coconut fiber. So next week we will hopefully be able to repot again into the bigger ones. Yeah? And I'm very happy about that. The fact that I'm able to fertilize, that I'm able to repot so often, that's just great, you know, like good work conditions that I really enjoy right now. It's fun when you actually can give the plants bigger pots and all, you know. Yeah, Mika's having a lot of fun. I took her for a little walk earlier this morning. She's been totally, having a great time. Fun right now. It's really good. I enjoy my life right now. I'm sure when things get a little easier, it will be great. So let me pull this one around here, and then we're going in the greenhouse. Because the plants in the greenhouse, they are getting full sun, you know, everything that's still in the greenhouse has problems, needs to be repotted. Want to fertilize them already to give them a little bit of strength when we're taking them out the pots in the next couple of weeks, maybe. I'm taking everything out that's still on the shelf, repotting the ones that need it. Yeah. And I'm selecting a few everywhere, like a few here, a few there, you know, when we're going through and we're finding something interesting. We will be selecting a bunch of stuff that gets priority, you know, that will be potted up in a bigger pot right away. Yeah, I'm really proud of that, you know. Like the fact that it's looking organized is because we are putting work into it every day, you know. On the live stream, every time we're repotting and it pays off. Eventually I will run out of space, but yeah, everything will look great. So yeah, and I'm like later today I will continue to clear out the greenhouse. Like everything that's on the shelf I want to have out, because they need to be repotted now. Either we need to sort something out or we need to repot it, and it will be difficult with all of them. So yeah. Every little bit of water that I can give them right now while they are in the greenhouse is good, is important. It's a little too hot in the greenhouse. They should be out. They're just inside here because some of them have been too heavy. Others I didn't get to yet. Taking one at a time, you know. By the end of the season, I'm probably done. And then you can already move everything in again. I'm a little disappointed that this one didn't flower this year. I've been pushing it, Tulhuaya, Kansas, but look at this. Not flowering, but popping at the base, you know? I hate when they do that. Should have just flowered, man. I really wanna see the flower here. Will be the first Tulhuaya, Kansas flower that opens up here in my collection. I've seen them before, but not in mine. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with the work that I put in, you know? That's what I've been saying that recently. It's like there goes so much work into doing what we're doing here. And now we're getting to a point when it's really getting good. Because like the plants that I've selected over the last couple of weeks, that's good stuff. Like when half of these are flowering, then we're having amazing stuff on the channel in the future. Like for every year that I continue, it needs to make sense. There need to be good stuff, you know. Otherwise, I don't want to always show the same kind of plants. That's getting boring. Think it's getting to the point when the flowers are either falling down here or where they are staying up. Will be interesting to see. The one up there, this one was Mamacita, I think. This one, was it Pink Stripes, I believe? One was Bamboy, Pink Stripes. The other one was Pseudocandicans, I believe. Yeah. So in the next days, I expect some of them to fall down. I just hope there won't be many that fall. Would be great to get a few seeds here. And the watering that we're doing now and the fertilizing is also important because they need it to grow them. I want to give the plants the assurance that they have enough energy to actually grow a fruit here and there. Yeah. Gotta empty the shelves. I see interesting plants all over the shelves too. This one here, I'm not sure if I want to keep it. Flower was tiny. Had a super tiny flower. I'm seeing more and more plants that flower for the first time in my collection. And it's great, finally, you know. This one here is opening up in the next couple of weeks, maybe. Verdamanianus is growing again. Maybe we can get this one to flower. Hey Robert, greetings to you. Great to see you. I was a little absent with my shorts. I was fighting with my shorts the whole time earlier. I shouldn't have gotten the shorts that I'm wearing right now because I constantly have to pull them back up. When you do that in front of a camera, you look like a lunatic. Yes, I ordered them. I ordered yesterday evening. I ordered the new pots. We are getting over 20 pots, big ones, 20 centimeter and 40 centimeter, I believe. And we are also getting coconut fiber again. And that's great. I have a few plants that I want to repot. For example, this one here, this flying saucer here, this base, and that will finally come into a big plant, into a big pot. I have another flying saucer that I want to see in a decent pot. Yeah, some good stuff. I want to really try pushing the bigger ones, the unusual cacti like Verdamanianus, you know. I want to push these to flower more. In the past, I haven't been pushing them because I felt like I might not have a chance. But the longer I do it, the more I know that we can get them to flower here. They just need a little bit more work. Yeah, with the pants, the ones that I'm wearing now, that's already special interest because they're so short. You could only wear that in the 80s. Today it's not acceptable anymore. Like when you see the old meme with Burt Reynolds or with Tom Selleck. So, okay. Yeah, let's fertilize these a little bit. It's so fun when you have good plants. When you have good plants and you can finally give them a good pot. That's really superb. I like that. Yeah, and the coconut fiber really an empty medium, so we have to fertilize them all. By the way, check out here. This is how diluted the fertilizer is by now. So it's constantly diluting a little bit and giving out a little bit. This is looking good. I'm sure the plants will look great in the future. Also have to take a few cuttings, and it's getting late. We have to really, yeah, we have to do that very soon. Okay. Wanted to fertilize the one over there. This is the variegated plant that I have. That one looks amazing. We will check that out in a minute. I need to show that to you because it's so amazing. I really love it. Yeah, there's still a little bit in it. It's not so bad, you know. I would definitely fertilize until the water is clear. This is okay. Everywhere I look, I see plants that I want to repot. I hate it. I really hate it. There's so much stuff that needs to be potted up. Just having a small cactus collection is already a huge undertaking, a huge task. That's why I sometimes like when you see the memes, you know, when people who have no idea about gardening, when they're trying to calculate and they talk about, hey, when you are propagating a plant, you can propagate it like you can take 100 cuttings and then you have 100 plants. But those people never cared for something like for 100 plants. They don't know how much work it is once you have a certain amount of plants to just give every single one of them the same kind of care. So let's see. And everywhere in between there are good plants that we will have to sort out, like get out and repot. The flying saucer will get a big pot. This one here, this is Mainz, a Telegonoides hybrid. That one will come into a big pot. Trying to really pick the right plants that deserve it and that need it. Yeah, just 100 plants is already pretty rough, you know, like in summer. Overwintering, it's the same story. It's not enough to have a spot. You can't put them in the cellar under the worst kind of conditions. You know, you need to put them at a spot where they will survive the winter, and you run out of space, out of that kind of quality grow space very fast. So yeah, like people often ask me if I have a nursery, or why I do not have a nursery. If they had been working in a nursery for a while, they would know how much work it is. You know, it's a really tough business to survive, and I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it in that kind of an industry. That's nothing for people who have health problems. You know, who sometimes need to take a break. These people have to work all the time, every day. Really tough kind of industry. Very few breaks. You're basically doing it because you love it. It's nothing that's made for people with health issues and that kind of thing. So, okay. Yeah, and like in this on this shelf we should also change. These need to come out. We will move these in the other greenhouse. They will get a sun exposed spot. Yeah. Few will be repotted in here. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, we've been really repotting a lot, and it looks like we haven't even done anything. You know, there's so many plants that it just need to take a step back here from time to time. Future, there need to be less plants. Just too much to repot. When you're constantly repotting, then it's not really getting to the point where you can enjoy the hobby. You know, then it's really work. So okay, let's fertilize these, and the water's still a little bit green. You can really see there's a little bit green left in it. Not much, but it's okay. I will try to get as many to flower as I can this year. Fertilizing still with in view of the with view of the flower season, like the end of the flower season. We can get maybe 1 or even 2 flower flushes out of them. So I will continue now to push them a little. Everything that flowers this year is something that I have seen where I know, do I want to keep it or do I want to sort it out? Good. Yeah, and also here, everywhere there are plants that might get priority. Right now, I just want to do one thing at a time. Eventually, we will get to the good ones, and then you know, it's easier to kind of focus on the best. The rest will be grafting stocks. We will graft a lot in the next year. Okay, good. Let's repot a little bit more, because I still have a bunch that I would love to get in a new pot. Let me see what we have here. Let me see. So this could be a hybrid by Michelle Killen from, I think, Orange, California, crossed with PC. But it looks very Brie Jesuit. Looks very much like Brie Jesse. Let's cut it out. Maybe we can find the label. My shorts. So, okay. Oh yeah, these need to come out. These need to come out. I've been looking for these. Let's get these out first. Zelly 3 crossed with Zelly 7. And the other Zelly 5 crossed with Zelly 7 crossed with Zelly 5. Kind of hard to tell where the border is, like this container. This was a mistake that I did. I shouldn't have potted two different types into one container. And I haven't done that anymore the way I did it in the past. There were times when I've been sowing out two different ones at once when they were visually different, just because I didn't have a lot of space. But now I stopped with that kind of stuff. It's nothing that you want to do, because later you are not sure which one is which. So I'm putting this one back on the water. Fertilizer, I will fill that up again later. Maybe I'm giving them a little bit more in the evening. But it's good, it works. I mean, I can't tell you if I'm fertilizing enough. But yeah, apart from that, it works. Give me a second. Good. Ow. So I sorted the plant out this day, this week, and it was a hybrid called Orange Candy. Not sure if you know it. It's a hybrid involving a Gräser follow-up hybrid. And I sorted it out because it is self-fertile. I sorted it out because the flower is not good enough. Yeah, when you have a self-fertile plant, the flower should be great. And in this case, it's just okay. Yeah, and that's why I sorted it out. So let's see, can we maybe, is there a pattern that I can see here? Like these two are spiny. No, I think I will keep them together. And later maybe but they are not fitting together in the pot. It's just too big. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. So, okay. Let's take them apart and then we're putting them in coconut fiber. Okay. This one here. I like the spiny ones. You don't see these Zelly hybrids with long spines so often. So that is good. Okay. Yeah, they're always good. I'm just frustrated that I put them together in one pot. When you put together two types of hybrid, that's often not a problem. You just have to make sure that you're doing it with plants that you can keep apart when you see them as seedlings. Should have put in maybe a Candicans hybrid, something like that you can usually easily distinguish and between and but in this case both could look like that, so I'm just putting them together and be done with it. Yeah, and I hope we get the coconut fiber soon so we can continue. I really want to do the important plans in the next couple months. I want to report everything I can. And then we see if we get them in the house or not, in the greenhouse or not. Probably often not. So that is an issue. But that is an issue for the future, me, and not for me now. So yeah. No, I don't think my internet is the reason. Look, I've noticed that with the resolution, and I think it's something that YouTube does. It's nothing that I can influence. I have reception, So it should, like from my page, from my view, it looks normal. But yeah, I've seen that they have decreased, like that they've lowered the resolution from times to time, and I really didn't like it. I hope that this thing will play normally later, because every time when I check that, when that happens, the quality looked bad later too. I have deactivated everything where I had like lower quality to save data. I have deactivated all of that. Yeah, I'm sure that is something that they do. I don't like that, but I don't really have a lot to say here. You know, like they are not really improving my quality here, unfortunately, just because I ask. But it would be nice of them. So yeah, I'm sorry. I hated that because when I went back and looked at the video later, it looked horrible, you know. And it's kind of sometimes when I have something cool in the live stream, like a flower, then sometimes these are the only videos that are available. And when they then show that in such a low resolution, that's really quite sad. Yeah, from time to time it happens. I don't know. Maybe they're running out of data. So yeah, let me get this one out here too. I think this is a PC Orange California hybrid by Michelle Killen. So let me try cutting it out. Maybe they have decreased the quality of the internet because of my shorts. Maybe my shorts are scaring them. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of data that I'm using. I'm posting a few times a day sometimes. Maybe it's not enough for them. So, let's see. Let's open this thing up here. Good. Good. So, I have a few more super ridiculous sprinter shorts from the 80s. I just like that stuff. At the time, fashion was completely unhinged, and I like that about it. Like when you're seeing these old school shorts from the 80s, they were funny. They were funny in ways that clothes are not, like where you don't see it on the newer clothes anymore. Like these windbreakers that were completely made from polyester and everything had neon colors. That's a decision, you know? I like that about it. That was the good thing about the 80s. People were really committed to color. They really liked something that had 10 different neon colors. Yeah, and this here, the medium that we had here, this was almost just sand. I've been scraping it out. There was a little bit pumice here and there, but a lot of sand too. So I'm happy that I got it out. So even if I'm putting it in a slightly bigger pot, only in a slightly bigger pot, it will still be miles ahead of what it had, you know. Maybe we have another pot. Oh. This one doesn't have a hole. This is completely unusable. We could use this one. It's also a little bit too small. I hope that the new pots arrive fast. I really enjoy repotting. It's fun. Yeah, but I don't have anything bigger anymore, so we have to put it in a little bit smaller pot, unfortunately. Oh, I hate it. Yeah, this one here, hybrid by Michelle Killen, hasn't flowered, but has potential. Just hate that everything that I put in the grass is suddenly full of it. Yeah, I will try to fill it up like this, maybe half. The medium that this plant had beforehand wasn't really medium, didn't really count. So even if this plant has like still a too small pot, it still has a new soil. New soil, finally a chance to actually grow. I'm sure the plant will look great. Next year we are repotting it in something bigger. Maybe it flowers, and if the flower is white, then we might sort it out again right away. This is supposed to be a Orange California hybrid, needs to have color, and if it doesn't have color, then maybe we shouldn't keep it, you know. But we will decide that when we see the flower. Orange California has this huge, beautiful flower, and it would be great to see some of that flower on a columnar. But so far, I haven't seen so many really good ones. There are some really nice misplant hybrids with big flowers and all, and some with flying saucer, Orange California. But the ones that I've seen so far had smallish flowers. It wasn't really the potential that these plants can really reach. Just read the comment about the retina. Yeah. And that's the amazing thing. I have this collection of old school tracksuits, you know. Like if you wear them, if I just go to the supermarket with one, people are giving me weird looks. But it's just, that's the kind of stuff that how I always dressed, you know. At this point, it's just too late to change. Okay, yeah, I will try to clean it up a little bit now. And this plant needs to have something where I can lean it against. This will not stand straight. It looks like a Brie hybrid. I think it's PC crossed with Orange California. So yeah, check this out. Almost looks like a Brie hybrid. Hard to believe that it isn't, you know. We will see when we're seeing the flower. Yeah, but I've seen PC has been very similar in hybrids, you know, getting a really slender body sometimes. I miss the 80s. I really miss the 80s. It was a different time. Just growing up, you know, like growing up in the 90s in Germany was a good place to grow up. Like after the Union, you know, after the Berlin Wall came down, people were just coming closer together. It was a great time in history. And I grew up with a lot of democracy. Like these kind of values were so big when I was in school. The educational field was greatly influenced by the Second World War, you know, and they taught so much of that in school already. Like in 5th, 6th class, they already taught children how to watch for the enemies of democracy and that kind of stuff, you know. And I appreciated that I grew up with these kind of values. Like if I look at everything today, I'm a little disappointed to see so many people from my generation being quiet, being, you know, like not saying anything in the kind of world that we're in right now. And that's why I missed I missed the 90s. I even missed the early 2000s. And it wasn't that they were good, you know, it was just a different way people were. Like today, there's so much more toxicity and I don't know. The internet was had a little bit less hate, I feel. Social media didn't have so much hate. And it's so much fabricated hate. Just because, you know, there's so many bots involved that they're leading people into certain directions. I hate that about our time right now. So yeah, that's why it's so hard to not be nostalgic when I look at stuff that, you know, we had a good time. It wasn't always perfect, you know, but looking at how things are going right now, I don't know. I liked it more. Even the politicians had a little bit more shame, you know. Like right now, we like in Germany, they just had one of the big politicians step down. Like this week, in the last couple of days or so, he stepped down, and it took forever for the guy to step down. You know, politicians don't really have shame anymore. They just experience that nothing happens. So yeah. Good. So this one now has new shoes. And now we will see what we can also repot. These here have a lot of skin issues. So bringing them in a new pot is a priority. So yeah, let's clean these. Want to see what they are? There was a label here. I've seen it. Oh, here. Let me see. Also Sally hybrid. Sally hybrids, cleaning them now. Want to get rid of the medium. I've seen that the medium is the same medium that I always talk bad about. This is lava. Lava was one of the worst mediums that I ever used. And all the plants where I used it have dehydration issues. It's just very hard to kind of keep the humidity in that medium. And you need to have a certain humidity from time to time. Because the plants need a little time to take it in. And if the thing is dry within an hour, then then you can't use it. So we're getting rid of it here. Trying to clean it. If you can choose between lava and pumice, always get pumice. I've tried lava because lava is much cheaper. But it's no replacement for pumice. Not at all. It's just too fast draining. When TJ, just seeing your question about the Berlin Wall. When the wall came down, people were, they just had some sort of a press conference, East Germany, and it wasn't really planned that the wall should come down. You know, they would have loved to keep people, but they just weren't able to control them anymore. And once they had signaled that they will not stop people from leaving, then like total chaos broke out. Like the whole state was in the streets, you know, celebrating. Yeah, it was a great time, and you could, they could just move to wherever they wanted to move. Like if they had family in the West, they could just go there. Yeah, and that was great. Was like looking back at that, I feel like we have forgotten how bad it was. You know, like people were really caged in; they couldn't get out. And today we have a lot of Germans from the east, from Eastern Germany, and sometimes it feels like they have forgotten how it was, because now they are looking back. They are so pro Russia sometimes, you know, and these were the people who caged them in, you know, who they had controlled every car when people wanted to visit relatives in East Germany. You had to go through a strict protocol at customs. They were opening everything up. People weren't allowed to have like music records from the West and that kind of stuff. You know, it was very strict, and I'm sure it must have been really bad. I still remember the time, just because I was just seeing the end of the DDR, East Germany at the time. I've just seen the end, how everything fell apart. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people being very happy that they finally see their relatives again, you know? Yeah, and today, I mean, if you look at the things today, like at the time when the Berlin Wall came down, they all made a big show out of the Stasi. Stasi was the secret police and all, you know? They were spying on everyone. They made a big show out of the fact that they were spying on everyone. And look where we are today, you know? if you compare it to back then, I'm sure today they are spying more than they did in the DDR, in East Germany. So yeah. So okay, I want to split them up into two. I tried putting them in one, but it wasn't working here. And we will see how they will develop. I only want to keep healthy ones, so at one point we will sort out here with these. They have skin problems and all, so we will only keep the healthiest ones. I'm not sure. It could be. I'm not sure. Like if you say something like Wiener meaning someone from a certain city, but also could be a sausage. I'm not sure what they said at the time. I only remember like the American president being involved, helping, facilitating. Also with Gorbachev and all. Gorbachev been helping. It was just great that at the time that they could work that out, because it was like they had kept families apart for how long? Like 40 years or something like that. For more than 40 years, had kept people from going over the Berlin Wall. And when I say kept, you know what I mean. They had been really defending that border. And I hope that like a lot of them ended up in court over it, and for good reason. Okay. Let's see what we're doing with this one. This is Lobivia winteriana. I should probably give it a mineral medium. Yeah. That chili was really bad. Wasn't fun. So then I wanted to have a look at these. Also skin problems. I have selected everything that looked like it might not make it if we're not getting involved. So let's see what we have here. Marsh Garden. Okay. Marsh Garden. Let's get them out. This is something Scopulicola probably. Let's get them out and put them in a bigger pot. New medium. At the time, the German chancellor was a guy called Helmut Kohl. Was the one that he didn't come directly before Merkel, but yeah, one of the guys who came before, and he had been like in the end, like Kohl had been chancellor for a long time, 16 years maybe, something like that. He was definitely chancellor for a while. The Germans loved stability, also with Merkel. I was never a Merkel voter. Merkel has done politics of the past, and you see it today. Like if you see where the German car industry is today, like how many trouble they have, it's not an accident. It's because they made poor politics, because they didn't really work on the future enough. They thought if they could just ignore technical progress over the years, and eventually it caught up with them. A lot of German car manufacturers that are in trouble, and it's often like it's not that they're building bad cars, that's it. It's just that the strategy wasn't right. Oh yeah, what Kennedy was saying, ich bin ein Berliner, meaning like Berliner in the sense of I'm someone from Berlin, Berlin citizen, Berliner. And there's also a type of food in Germany that's called Berliner, which is basically a what's the word? Krapfen, something like a sweet Something baked with marmalade inside, you know, with a little bit sugar on top. I believe that's a Berliner, if I remember correctly. Either that or it's something flat with sugar on top. I'm not sure. I have forgotten the classic, all these fancy foods. I'm not. It's so expensive to buy something from the from the bakery these days. Yeah, but it's definitely some sort of a German bakery thing. So okay, yeah, the plan for me long term now, I really want to get the bigger hybrids, Chiloensis hybrids, that kind of stuff. Unusual plants that you don't see so often. We will work with that a little bit. This one here I want to take out. I think it's a Validus hybrid from Australia. Fields Validus. So of course we are cutting this one out. I'm so happy that you can't see my shorts right now. I look ridiculous. Should have not worn them today. Oh. When I'm using my muscles too hard, then I have issues moving the hands for a while. This stuff's this is hard work for me. Check out how root bound they are. When something is this root bound, you really have to open it up. Otherwise, the roots will not be able to continue to grow. They are so confined the way they were before. The Germans are incredibly proud over that quote. They show it all the time. Every little bit of a you know, when they are showing the last 50 years or so, when they're showing the history from the last 50 years, that quote is almost always in it. It meant a lot to the Germans and still does today. They liked him. They liked him a lot, and I'm sure I would have liked him too, like Kennedy. I'm not sure. I'm sure there was a lot of stuff going on with his politics that was immoral, you know, bad kind of stuff going on. But yeah, looking back at the kind of politics that he pushed, was friendly to the Germans, and that wasn't something at that time that wasn't in fashion. You know, it wasn't fashionable to be so friendly towards them at the time, for good reason. I mean, you know. Okay, so this goes into a bigger pot. Let me find one. So yeah, and the new pots, I hope that they arrive fast, because we will repot everything that we can this week when the pots are here. I want to repot the big ones, really the big ones. Have a lot of them that I want to get into a big pot so they can flower, so they actually have the energy to actually grow the fruit and all. This sucks. Everything that I put in the grass here is picking it up again. It's a nightmare. I think I'm building me a workplace here. Nice little workplace where I can work, where I can repot, yeah. Nice repotting area, that kind of stuff. Okay, now we used up the coconut fiber for today. I will probably continue to repot again later, after I've done the bookkeeping part of the day. Okay, So this also needs to lean against something. Next year, or maybe in a couple of years, we are repotting it again, giving it a big pot then. But for now, this is okay. This will be enough to get it through the winter. We'll move it into the sun, full sun now. Okay. Cleaning up a little here. Okay, doing the cleanup now. Always got to clean up when I'm done here. There's so much stuff that you are using when you with plants. You have labels involved. Okay. So this goes into the recycling bin. Yeah, I mean both the Kennedys. I mean they had a lot of enemies internally, and I mean if you look at the way the political climate at the time, guy lived dangerously. Also his brother, and unfortunately, we all know how it ended. It's crazy if you always think of that like something that is so far in the past. But if you look at it, like the 70s, it's not so long ago. I still saw that world from the 50s and 60s when I was a kid in the 80s. That was still like it happened yesterday. So yeah. Oh, I wanted to show you that thing now. I forgot that earlier. I wanted to show you that. Look at the variegated plant here. Even the fruit is variegated. Even the chili is variegated. I haven't heard about that, TJ. I haven't heard it. From time to time, I hear about graffiti and stuff like that, Banksy and that, but I haven't heard that. Yeah, but I mean, if it's actual graffiti, if it's well done, then I like it. I'm a fan of graffiti. I'm a fan of street art, like the way the 80s and New York, like all these nice, really well done graffitis. If they are just tagging some poorly made letters, then I hate it. Then I hate it like the plague. Was it well done? What the guy did? So these need to come out. I think we're repotting them, we're singling them out. Otherwise, they would be too hard to grow. This here is Carmagensis, I think, or something like that. Let me see. So I'm selecting plants that we will grow, that we will repot. Cowlescans, we have to repot them. Like last winter, I had quite a few really beautiful ones of this species, and they were so cold sensitive that I lost them. I lost almost all that were at the most cold exposed positions. So next winter we will have to take care with them. Means I will put them in a mineral medium, in pumice and nothing else, just pumice, and I will single them out and might bring them in even. Sounds funny. I mean, I'm not really worried about, that's the kind of stuff that society that looks great, like in society sometimes having a few nice little graffitis in the back. I have nothing against that. Only boring people are against graffiti, like when they're well done, when they're really well done. It's just you see a lot of stuff that is just looks insulting to the eye when you see it. You know, just someone writing, "Hey, Maria, I love you," and something like that. I hate when I see that because it's a waste of good space, you know. So I wanted to, we are selecting plants for repotting. So just want to move stuff on the side here. I want to go through the seedlings and decide if we want to give them separate pots or not. This looks interesting. Yeah, sounds great. Sounds fun. Not that I condone it, you know what? You know how I mean. It sounds great, but don't do it. Let me see what we have here. Rosa California, Fugu, and Angelo. Yeah, this is nice. Looks interesting. I like it. Oh, it's so great that we are finally getting to the point where I have so many hybrids of my own, you know? Finally getting to the point when they are flowering. This can stay like that. This can stay like that. What's this here? Oh, this good. It's constantly getting stuck on my ear, on my cap. Okay, so I wanted to have a look at these. We're going through everything one by one. In the next couple months, we have to open every pot, have to look into everything, report if necessary. Oh, what's that? They're ants. I apologize, ants. Let's put them back in. What's that? Oh, these are hybrids by Joylene. Joylene Sutherland hybrids. Oranges and yellows. This is great. We need to keep an eye on them, that we do not lose them. For now, they look okay. But yeah, I mean, with the ants in the pot, I hate it. I recently came in the house, came in the kitchen, and suddenly there were 100 ants in my kitchen. And I have no idea why. I have no idea that they're just suddenly there and then they're gone again. So yeah, thank you. I'm sure they will look amazing. Like the stuff that we can keep will look amazing, but we will have to sort out a lot. What we're doing now, this is really going to cause problems. Oh, so this is Orurensis. Every time I'm putting something down, it's full of grass. Yeah, but Orurensis, a form of Thaiensis, Sorensia thaiensis, maybe a subspecies even, but these need to come out and they need more space. So I'm putting these on the desk here. I don't know how many we can keep, you know. So then I wanted to see these here. Let's have a look. This is going to be a lot of work in the next couple of months. I hate it. I can't stress enough how much I hate it. But you can't really not do the work and still be successful. It's just that simple. These are Uwe Kahle hybrids. Yeah, we should repot these two. We'll put these here on the side. Then I wanted to have a look at these. Oh, this is nice. This is a cross with Sunny. Oh, I need to really... We need to make sure that these are surviving. This needs to come into a big pot. This is going to be awesome. I like that. They have something unique. Look at them. Do you see that reddish glow from the tip? There's a very weird glow going on in the tip. This is good. This is good. I remember making that cross, and yeah, I should have kept more of them, looking at them. So then let's have a look at these here. This here, then this. Oh yeah, this one. Ow! This one here. Okay. This is the Amun-Re propagation. We are just putting that aside. I want to propagate Amun-Re, just so you know. We might do it in the next days. I consider cutting it. So what's that? Tunariensis. Okay, we will repot those. There's so many plants that I would love to repot, so we have to kind of make gut decisions sometimes, you know? Like this one here needs to come out. This is too full. Put them here. What's that? Ica Dessau Gräsers Überraschung. Let's move these out. These are also Scopulicola and Validus. Getting an interesting kind of body. We will just be... I can only keep the best. I will get rid of the oxalis in the pot, and then I will leave it in this one. The soil doesn't look bad. This is okay. Just want to have them in the rain a little bit. And the ones that we cannot keep, maybe we're grafting on them, because these have great shape for grafting. So then I have these that I wanted to repot. Chiloensis. Let's see how the roots look. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, in the next 2 months, we really will mostly repot, maybe a few cuttings, maybe a few grafts, but nothing big anymore. Like the main focus right now is just putting them in soil where they get through the winter, and also sorting out. Every day taking a few, picking them up, making decisions if we keep them in the soil or not. Wanted to have a look at these here. The rain right now, it's cold. It's not raining, it's looking sunny, but the temperatures have crashed, really crashed. Yeah, I don't think we will get a lot of rain anytime soon. Luckily, I mean, it's rained enough. Now we need a little bit warmer again. It's almost too cold, you know? So I wanted to have a look if there's a label here. It doesn't seem like it. This one here, check this out. This is the broken expanded clay. And as a medium, I found that one not suitable as a main medium, as nothing but this one. So we have to also move that one. They go into coconut fiber or pumice. They have rooted a little bit, but nothing really, not looking healthy, you see? I think it's the medium in this case. This is a very fast draining medium. and the structure is sharp like lava. Lava was making so many problems too. This one will get into a bigger pot. Let me move it out. We have to remove something, I think. This year the grafting stock is growing again. That's not good. They shouldn't be doing that. Grafting stock should only put the energy into the stock, into the cyan, and not into side pups here. So we will take that off, and then we're repotting it when the new pots are here. But I already want to take this one off here. I think we're doing it with the. I think there's a roach or something like that. Go away, man. Yeah, we are sowing, like in the future, I will sow out much less, much fewer plants per cross. Nothing like I used to in the past. But then again, from time to time, it was nice to have a lot of seedlings of something that turned out to be amazing, you know? It's basically a gift and a curse. So yeah, let me see. Boop. This was the grafting stock. Trying to just... I don't remember what kind of a grafting stock it is, so I will let it grow a little bit. I think it was a spiny plant, relatively spiny. You can already see spines on this kind of a pup, then it should usually be really spiny. I'm checking for mealybug, but it looks clean, so I will put it here for now. In winter, we really have to find a way to keep the pots clean. Like when I'm moving the chili into the house, I really need to. I think about repotting them before I'm bringing them inside. Okay. Oh, I wanted to have a look here. Let me see. Just responding to the question that I just see, when you create the fresh graft, when do you water, as per normal, or wait a while? I water them heavily when I'm grafting. I want the stock to be super hydrated, and I also want them to get more water in the next days, because that makes a big difference in regards to how fast that cyan is growing. If the grafting stock is dehydrated, then it has a higher risk to actually just drop the grafted plant, drop the cyan. So I recommend to water them well. In my opinion, it really makes a big difference. Really big difference to have a healthy, well-watered grafting stock, and also make sure it gets water over the next 2 months or so. Within the first couple of weeks, when I've been testing it, the grafting stocks that were in the water, that I put in water, in standing water, so they can take up the water from below, those had a much higher success rate than the ones that didn't get any water. Water is really good when you're grafting. Okay, yeah, so this one here is Pseudocandicans, I think. Yeah, Pseudocandicans. So the pollination, Glauca and Pseudocandicans took. Very happy here. Yeah, apart from that, nothing. We are getting a few flowers on Scopolycola, but no more on this one. They have 2 fruits, so I don't want to complain. 2 fruits is good. Okay, yeah. I think we have done a nice and beautiful live stream today. My shorts were visible, but it wasn't so bad. My shorts were too short, but I didn't look like it was really bad, So I enjoyed the live stream tremendously today. Being able to repot right now is really great. Later, if we will have the space to actually grow them, is a different topic. So everything that we are now picking up in the future is we have to decide. Like every plant, we either do something to improve the health or we are sorting it out. I have a big plant that I would love to repot, so let me try to get it out the pot. And this is a mineral medium and I really hate it. I really hate how the plant looks in this medium, so we're now taking it out. I need to put it down. I can't hold it like this. So yeah, this stuff here was mineral medium, and we will put that thing in a deeper pot, really deep, a little bit deeper than before. I want to have that thing solid in the coconut, and that's what we will do tomorrow. I already wanted to get it out so I can start cleaning the medium later today. So yeah, getting rid of the minerals. This will go into a coconut soil. Plant looks great, but it ever since I had it in this medium, it looked poorly. Also, I hate when they are dangling around in the pot, and this here was too high up with the roots. You know, sometimes when you have a plant that is a little bit unsteady, unstable, then it can help to put them deeper in the pot. And we are putting that thing way deep down, giving it time to actually fill the pot from below. Yeah, and we will use this pot here. We just use a different medium tomorrow. Good. Okay. Yeah, and then it continues in the next days. Cleaning seedlings, like getting them out of the soil and putting them into coconut fiber. New coconut fiber is ordered and should arrive within the next, hopefully, week. And so are the pots. So we will have a lot of stuff to do here. I hope you liked it, guys. I hope you like what we're doing here. I can only tell you this. All the stuff that you see here is amazing. Like I have no fillers. So everything that we can, like that we're repotting now, we are ensuring that they will flower later in sometime in the future. And just, I know what kind of quality we have here. You will be blown away. That's what I wanted to say. You will be blown away. We are doing everything that we have to do, that would be expected from a professional guy. You know, I asked myself, what would a professional guy do if he were in my position? And I've just tried that, and it works, you know. So thank you, guys. It was a pleasure. Tomorrow I'm back with a clean camera. I will clean the camera again. Thank you for having been here. Until tomorrow, everyone. It was great again. Thank you very much. I wish you a great day. Thank you.